Hey, it's JC here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio, 43617 419 531 6097. Getting ready to do this week's videos. I had 3 videos last week. I only uploaded 2 of them because the third one I got the comics on Wednesday. And did the video, but didn't get a chance to upload it because I was busy helping people all day long get their new comics. But there was stuff that was damaged, and I just decided, it's been so long, that's probably not worth putting on, but I'll let you guys decide. If I get at least 45 people that want me to upload that video, I'll upload it. I figure I'm at 927 right now as far as subscribers, and if I get at least 45 of you guys say, yeah, you want to see the video regardless, I'll go ahead and upload the video. I've got Mr. Smith here help me out with the cutting and opening the boxes, because Mr. Chuck needs to go and get some work done. So we're gonna hopefully have him back in a couple weeks to get some of his parts tightened up. But so let me set this up, and then we'll go ahead and get this video all going, ready and going and everything. Try and get through it. We got four boxes today, and see how many we can get through. Okay. Let me just double check, see how it looks. This came out last week. I don't get many comics that just bomb, that just tank totally. But this here, Superman Smashes the Klan, I didn't sell a single copy. Not a single copy of cover A or cover B. So much for Kyle Baker. Kyle Baker has no fans. I sold 0 copies of this book, an $8 book. Wish I would have bought 0 copies. It's a 3-issue miniseries. Issue 2, I'm cutting it back to 1 copy. You probably say, well, if you sold 0 copies, why buy 1 copy? In the hope that somebody sees that number 2 and decides to want to buy that number 1. But if I, of course, sell my 0 copies of number 2, I'll be buying 0 number 3s. But let's see what's in this box here. This is a lighter box, so we'll do the lighter box first, and then we'll do the heavier box. We've got book 2 of Super Sons. Got that. It's out this week. We've got this adaptation, Return of the Jedi. This is from IDW. Let's check. And surprisingly, I am shocked, it's got Leia in her bikini, which I know Disney doesn't want you to see this image anymore. This sexy image of Carrie Fisher. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got the new issue of Cave Woman. This is a return to Daniken. We've got to cover up the goods there. That's for a customer. And then also he's getting another one here as well. And always clean up after your dinosaurs do some poopins. And those are Bud Root covers. Got issue number 25 of the Immortal Hulk. This is a Ron Lim cover. I want to say this is the 1 in 50 variant. So I can't wait to read the Immortal Hulk a little bit later. Let me put Mr. Smith away right now. Get him put away so he's not here. We've got something here that Mr. Pied Piper, Roddy Piper, look, he sees his Berserker. Berserker! He's got his Berserker hardcover. Actually, he's got Berserker hardcover for him, and he's got a Berserker hardcover for a buddy of his. So 2 Berserkers in 1. Nice leather bound. We've got some air. Wish I could send these to the guys at Gotham City Comics. If you haven't checked out their channel yet, check out their channel. couple of cool dudes out there in out west there. See, we've got a Black Label poster for The Last God. We'll see how that is. It looks interesting. We'll see how interesting it truly is. See, Frank Cho. I think somebody was in looking for this just the other day. Ballpoint Beauties. New Frank Cho hardcover. Sells for $29.99. See what pages. I guess this is one of the better pages that we can show in there. There's a lot of stuff I can't show. I can't show that page. That would be a nice page to show. Oh, that would be a beautiful page to show. Looks like Clarissa Thompson off of Fox. Or maybe Jenny Taft. Yep. Now see, there's Mr. Cho himself. He's sitting at his drawing table. But let's move on to the next item. But we've got two of these Ballpoint Beauties by Mr. Cho, the self-proclaimed the Monkey Man himself, as he likes to refer to himself as. Okay, put this air back in this side here. And then also, this goes out to anyone in the Toledo area here. You guys need some boxes for moving? I've got some boxes for moving. See, and you can use the air. You can use that to help pack your stuff too. But I've got some boxes for moving if you need boxes. You need to contact me ASAP. In fact, probably by early tomorrow. Because otherwise these boxes are getting torn up and getting thrown out in the trash. It's a Black Canary, Ignite, young reader's novel. So we get that along with the Super Sons. Now this Saturday is like Halloween comic day, and we will have some comics. Not having very many, I will have some comics available. You come up to the counter, you make a purchase, and you'll get a comic. I'll go ahead and throw a comic in your bag, just like it's like trick or treating. You get what I give you. I'll try to give you something that's appropriate for you. Got the sham comics in. There's somebody watching this, they know it's for them. I certainly appreciate you ordering everything that I get in for you. And there's other stuff that we have on order for you. So these will be ready for when you come pick these up. And I want to say, is that it for this box? That's it for this box. So I'm going to pause this quickly, get this box out of the way. Okay, we're ready for this box. Of course, you saw earlier in the video, this has some impacted corners. So let's see what kind of great fun I can have with this. I'm sure somebody will be critical of me should I be upset because of the impacted corners and say I'm never happy. Which, of course, would you be happy if product that you have to sell is damaged, that you can't sell, that you paid for that product? You'd be happy about that? Or you'd be happy how these things are packed? You know, that we have right here in this corner, we've got some Batman, Superman 3s, so regular A covers. And then we come over to the other box, and I've got 3 copies in one corner, which those are damaged, which means the other ones are going to be damaged also. We'll look on the other side, and I've got, let's see, we've got 7 copies on that side. So this comic here is in 3 different places. So again, tell me how happy I should be that my comics are packed this way. That somebody with half a brain would know how to pack comics correctly and not be working on their first pair of tennis shoes. Okay, I see Unbound, I see Pellucidar, I see Marauders 1, I see Batgirl. The Batgirl, Deceased cover. And she's putting the hurting on Daddy. We've got criminal number 9. That's for a customer. Make sure that gets set aside. We have Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool. This is the 3rd printing on that. So make sure a copy of that gets set aside for the person that wants that 3rd printing. Bloodborne. This is Bloodborne number 16. Cover B. I used to order cover A's for somebody, but they don't come in here. They stuck me with some products, so I no longer order product for them any longer. Sometimes you need people to come in and they want you to fill those orders, but if they don't fill, you fill those orders for them, but if they don't come in, then you stop filling those orders. Here we've got the 100-page Swamp Thing Giant from DC. And again, it would be cool if they reprinted some old Swamp Thing stories, say the old Bernie Wrightson and Len Wein stories, or even some of the old Alan Moore stories. It would be outstanding to see that stuff in there. Be cool. 100-page Giant, or maybe some old Phantom Stranger story from Showcase or something like that. Okay, next we've got the Mary Jane Spider-Gwen. I was going to say Spider-Gwen is Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen, but they want to call her Ghost Spider now because they think that that's going to make a difference in sales. So they're licking ice cream cones up there. Lucky for them. Of course, you know that it's Mary Jane because they have to put the spider on her chest. Because they think people aren't going to be smart enough to recognize it as being Mary Jane otherwise, which they're very possibly correct. Okay, Luna Snow. This is from Marvel. This is the variant cover, part of a Future Fight First line. So we've got 2 copies of that one. Here we've got Detective Comics 10 to 14. I think this is a Paul Pope. Yep, this is a Paul Pope cover on that. The cover B. Paul Pope's from Bowling Green, Ohio. Paul used to come into my shop when he was in high school. He would send artwork off to Steve Ditko, off to Walt Eisner, and others, and he would come into my shop and he would tell me that he got a letter back from Ditko and be excited about that they'd give him good advice on what he needed to work on. Pretty cool seeing Paul do what he's doing. Here's one of the designer covers on Marauders number 1. That's a variant. Here we've got Punisher Kill Crew number 4. Looks like he's taking on like the bad Black Knight, but I don't think Frank's not super powered. I don't buy it that Frank can lift that axe. That axe probably weighs several hundreds of pounds, 500, 600, 700 pounds. I'm going to pause this so I can get my phone. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what else we got. More of these Punishers. Now, the one thing I can say about this Punisher, it looks good. Despite the fact that there's no way Frank isn't a superhero. Frank's an anti, and not even super powered. So there should be no way that he should be able to lift stuff like this here. I think the writer tends to forget Frank is he's just a normal guy. Maybe a little bit stronger than most of us, but just a normal guy. But I really dig that purple. That purple looks good. It's nice purple. And I would have to pick this book up just because of that purple cover. That right there is a plus for me. Now, we've got the Unbound. This is from Xenoscope, the blank cover. So we've got that. That's for one of my Xenoscope collectors. And we've got the Previews exclusive New York Comic Con, the Amazing Mary Jane 1. That's the Ramos cover, the black and white edition. This is limited to 3,000. Probably one of the only ones in town here to have that, if not one of the only ones in the area to have that. That's what you get, dealing with the best comic shop in Ohio and southeastern Michigan. And that's a fact, Jack. So I'll have those available. Somebody's going to be happy to get her Amazing Mary Jane. Here we've got Sonic the Hedgehog issue 3. This is cover B of Tango and Whisper. So cover A is going to be set aside for one of my customers. Here's Absolute Carnage issue 3. This is the Codex variant with Man Wolf on it. This is the 1 in 25 variant. Somebody's going to be very happy to get that tomorrow. And we got our damaged replacement, which thankfully isn't damaged like my my Vampirella was if you watch one of my earlier videos from today. But issue number 7 of the Disney Comics and Stories. Move over here to the other side that has damages. And does have some damages. You can see here little nicks in the corner. I have to decide whether or not I'm going to call those in as damages, because you can't nitpick every little thing. Stuff if it's really damaged, you can nitpick a little bit, but some of this stuff, you just have to be happy. I mean, these comics, they're not going to be 100% mint for people to send off to get put in zoos when they slab them. But this is a Marauders 1 with Kitty Pryde on the front with Lockheed and a variant cover. I'm not sure what they're doing in that there. The X-Men watching, reading Powers and House of X. Seems like the X-Men have become a cult. If you read those comics, that they're treating them like they're a cult now. That they're and I'm sure there's going to be a big event story probably coming next year where the rest of the Marvel Universe have to go up against the X-Men because now they're exceeding and pushing their will upon everybody else. Kind of like what's happening in the world today with certain groups of people that they want special entitlements to themselves. Tommy Gun Wizards issue 3. This is cover B on Tommy Gun's Wizards. Here is the Star Wars number 73. This is the action figure variant. This is with King Kong Bundy on it. Or no, it's the Ultimate Warrior. No, it's just some fat guy. The Rancor Keeper. His little buddy Rancor got eaten up and got killed. Star Wars Adventures 4. This is cover A of the Return to Vader's Castle, Vault of the Living Brains. That's cover A. Make sure those copies get set aside for a couple of the Vader fans and Star Wars fans. Freedom Fighters number 10. Cannot wait to read this. It's been so good. 2 more issues left to go. You know it's a 12-issue miniseries because it says so. Again, if you're not reading this book, you need to certainly give it a read through. And I might call in a few of these as damaged, try and get a little bit better copies, but that's going to be it. Again, you can't 100% each time call damages. Here we've got issue number 6. This is cover D of Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica. Look at Archie. Man, he's scoring. He had Betty and Veronica and he upgraded. Man, what a score that is. You go, Archie. Man, you're a lucky dude. He's gonna, man, Archie is, this is the night Archie becomes a man. Unbound, number 1. This is the cover B on that. It's from Xenoscope. Again, set aside for one of my pull and hold people. This is issue 5 of Powers of X, second printing. There's a lot of second printings and third printings and fourth printings of Powers and House of X coming out this week. We've only got, I did order them, only ordered maybe 2 to 3, maybe 4 copies of each. So if you are interested in those additional printings, I would not wait very long at all to get down here for those. I would make sure my rear was here ASAP. And as we look here, we can see that there are going to be some damages in this box as we go down the side. This is cover A of Luna Snow. Features future Avengers. Okay, good to know. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my poll customers. Here's cover B on Return to Vader's Castle as part of Star Wars Adventures. We've got Contagion. This is issue number 4. And there are some copies I will have to report as damaged on that. That's cover B on that. So it's too bad that there's going to be some damaged copies. I'll have to go through and really look at them. True Believers 1, this reprints X Factor 6, the first appearance of Apocalypse. The great Ron Friends cover. Some of these copies might be damaged as well, but this is a $1 book, so I'm not going to worry about calling those in very much. Here we've got Absolute Carnage Lethal Protectors 1. This is the second printing. And make sure a copy of this gets set aside for one of my Lethal Protector customers. So we have these here. These are, they do this sometimes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They put this nice protective piece on the front of these sketch covers. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But Amazing Mary Jane 1. So we've got a few of those. But again, I'm going to have to decide which ones, if there's any that I think that are just a little bit too damaged for the customers. See, we've got Marauders number 1. New X-Men series. Their pirates are Yar. And again, I'm going to have to decide which one of these, what ones are too damaged or not, as the case might be. Let's pull the rest out from this side here. My fingers crossed. I'm really hoping, and I can hope all I want, because you see what hope has gotten me. Hope in one hand, and you know what you do in the other hand. Guess what I got? I got a whole fistful of, corn, stuff with corn in it. Corn embedded meal. So, this would be cover A, an Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast, Night City issue 3. All my copies are damaged. Thank you, Ups. Immortal Hulk number 25. This is a 1 in 25 variant, I believe. Those there, I'm going to have to call in as variants. Can't be charging somebody $30 on damaged books like that. Got Betty, or Red Sonja, Vampirilla, Meet Betty and Veronica. Issue number 6, cover A on that right there. That seems to be okay enough. Here's the rest of my Marauders 1s. And look at those. And those somehow emerged unscathed, thankfully. Let's take this side here. So you've got the Pellucidar, issue number 2. This is the main cover on Wings of Death. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside. And you've got Batman Curse of the White Knight, book 4. This is the cover A on that with Batgirl. Again, that mask doesn't really hide her identity at all. It needs to be rethought. That who's not going to know that that's Barbara Gordon? Especially the mask itself doesn't really cover the eyes up. But that's been a very good comic as of late. From Aftershock, you are obsolete number 2. Yes, we are all obsolete number 2. So copy that aside for one of my customers. Here we've got cover D of Archie vs. Predator 2, number 3. We've got Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 3. Tango and Whisper. This is cover A. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for my Sonic customer. And also the regular Sonic came out this week too. Amazing Spider-Man number 32. Look, it's a Mark Bagley cover. Actually, it's not a Mark Bagley cover. It's a Gleason cover who's trying his best to be like Mark Bagley. At least we've got the webbing under the arms, so I can be happy about that. And I think there's 2 or 3 covers to Amazing Spider-Man this week. And as I pull these out, I discovered this here. This is how this was packed in there. So that's a Diamond damage right there. So thanks Diamond. Thanks for, there's no way that book is not going to get pressed out at all. And I also see there's a couple of Amazing Spider-Mans that are damaged. So I'm going to have to make sure I check my other Amazing Spider-Mans real quick and see if they're damaged as well. And I checked those. Those other copies are okay. So again, I guess I should be happy I got damaged product. I should just shut my mouth and take it. Monster Road number 4. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my poll customers. Here we got Star Wars number 73. This is, let's see, this is the Greatest Moments variant, number 28. 28 of 36. The garbage will do. Okay. You make up your own comments with that. The garbage will do. Here we've got Archie vs. Predator 3. This is cover C on that one. So we've got, I believe, D and C of Archie vs. Predator. D and C. Okay. It's like the rest of the stack is all Immortal Hulk number 25s. Let's see how they look. Looks like there might be some damaged copies there. But looking forward to reading this. Unfortunately, it looks like they've got multiple people doing the art on this, which is too bad. Let me see here. There's no, yeah. Unfortunately, you've got somebody else doing the art on most of this. That's too bad. One of the best things about that book is Joe Bennett's pencils. Okay, so we've got a minute left on this. Let's hurry. Unbound number 1. Let's cover C. You've got Reorder of Spider-Man Philosophy number 3. Here we have Martian Manhunter number 9. That's cover B. Van Helsing versus Dracula's Daughter issue 3. Cover A. King Thor number 2. Got the King Thor number 2s. Got Tommy Gun Wizards. That's the cover A, I believe, on issue 3. We've got some more variant covers on Immortal Hulk. If you do like these videos, always subscribe. Powers of X 2. That's the 4th printing. Amazing Spider-Man Full Circle cover B. Absolute Carnage issue 3, 2nd printing. Red Hood and the Outlaws 37, 39. That's cover A. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to smash the bell for notification. Here we got Legacy of the Beast, Iron Maiden. Cover